This episode had a troubled development process.
By the way, last IMDb, according to IMDb, they say Angel is better than Buffy this week
Wow.
by
Okay.
0.3 ratings.
Let's definitely keep up with that.
Yeah.
All right. Angel, tough development for this episode. David Fury had written an episode called Corrupt. Okay. And it was about like a pimp that like worshipped a demon and involved prostitutes, and it introduced the character of Kate, but she was like working undercover as a prostitute, and also Cordelia was undercover as a prostitute. All right.
Why is every woman a prostitute?
Well, because there's murders in the prostitute community that seem demonic, and it was a really dark, kind of fucked up episode. It went to some places, and I've read the script. I don't remember it that well, but at some point it got leaked on the internet. But the WB,
You're gonna go make it?
What?
You're gonna go make the episode?
I would love that. I would love that so much, dude.
All right,
I'll play.
Let's read
Doyle.
it. Let's cast it with all the listeners.
I'm gonna play Doyle. You play Angel.
Okay, and I'll play Cordelia and Kate. No, we'll cast it with the listeners also. You guys.
Yeah.
But I'm Angel.
You gotta be Angel, dude. All right. Good luck. Hashtag the harvest. I love it. All right. So, but Corrupt, WB was like, no, it's too dark. We're not making this.
Sounds like a good episode. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And so, but the WB didn't make that decision until 2 days before they were set to film that episode. So then David Fury
He was furious.
Yeah. He had 2 days to shit out another script. And this is what he came up with. It was pretty good, to his credit.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe like these actors that are in this episode were intended to be different parts in the other episode. I don't know. It's crazy development process. They had to like really come up with something fast.
Can I tell you something that I haven't even thought about until right now? This show kind of feels like it was made by like the people who made the Saw movies. Do you feel like that at all?
Maybe the scene transitions, the quick.
Maybe
cutting.
that's what I'm thinking of. Like,
Yeah,
the crazy like flashes of like doors and weird shit. Like,
yeah.
It is really weird, the editing and the music. I love it, obviously.
Yeah. So David Fury is the script writer this week. We know him. He wrote Go Fish from Buffy, and also Helpless, and some others.
Those are good.
Yeah. So, and our director is James A. Contner. Forgot to look him up, but he's also done a bunch of Buffy episodes. I want to say Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. Maybe like Faith, Hope, and Trick. Let's see if I'm right about those.
Oh yeah, I remember he had the same ones. He loved the 3 name things like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it was him, but the same guy.
No, it is. Yeah. He also did Helpless and Choices, both by David Fury. So I think at this point they're like, that's a good team. We'll
All
pop
right.
them together.
I like it.
He also directs next week's Buffy episode.
Wow, what a life.
Yeah. All right. So that's our creative team this week. And all right, episode 2 of Angel. Let's hear what you got to say.
What's it called again?
Oh, it's called Lonely Heart.
Right. Oh, I guess there's a lot of talk about them being lonely and trying to connect and stuff. I guess that's why, right? All right, so it starts out. Doyle is talking to Angel, and he tells us that he likes Cordelia, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be a thing going forward. I really like something that happens a little later on. But so anyway, Cordelia shows up, and she has business cards, and they're like, "What is that on the front? Is that a butterfly?" Is it an owl? I like Doyle actually. He's like, is it an owl? Ooh, that's really good because owls are out at night. He tries to like compliment her
Yeah.
while he doesn't know because he likes her. But that was
I
a
think
really
it's
good
crazy
move.
though. It looks like an angel to me.
100%. I thought the same thing. As soon as they showed it, I was like, ooh, great logo. And they were like, what's this logo? I was like, what? Are you guys stupid?
Yeah, Angel's like, what is it? A lobster? I'm like, your name is Angel.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. There are actually kind of a few lines in this episode. Now you can kind of feel like not that you can't like feel that it was rushed, but a few lines were like, huh? Will that happen? I guess I'll bring it up now. There's a line later on where like, what's the cop? Kate? She
Luckily.
Angel talks to her later. He sees her outside the bar. He's like, "Hey, don't go in there," because he feels like something bad's gonna happen. And they've had one interaction ever, and she's like, "Go to hell." And it was just like so he could make a joke like to us, like I've been there, done that. And
You know what was wild? My girlfriend watching this episode for the first time when she said go to hell, she went been there, done that, like as a joke, and then he said it. It was amazing.
Wow, that is amazing. But I thought that line from her, I was like, would somebody say like "go to hell" to somebody that like they like had like one conversation with, and I don't know.
Yeah, but like he was. She thought maybe I think there's an attraction between them, and they both
No, there
sensed it in
is.
their first meeting. And then he like immediately went to go talk to other ladies, and he was investigating for the vision or whatever. But
No,
she
no,
doesn't know
no.
that.
But but I think you would say "go to hell" to somebody just meeting them if you didn't have an attraction to them, like if you didn't like if you saw them in traffic and you were like flipped them off or whatever. But if I met somebody one time and we liked each other and then I met them again and something weird happened, my first reaction would not be "go to hell." That's not the first thing I would say.
I think she feels that she's been played by Angel.
Okay, she saw him leave and you think he like went, or she thinks he like went and like hooked up with another lady
Yeah,
or
she
whatever.
thinks like that interaction she had with Angel that she felt was special in some way is just sort of like his stock interaction style.
Yeah. She says later like she hangs out there like almost every night is what she says. And is
Yeah,
she
but I don't know.
undercover or is she
Yeah,
really looking for love
I
there?
think she's undercover,
Okay.
but
That's
she's
what I,
probably also a pretty lonely person.
yeah. It seemed like it. I liked her. I thought she was a cool character. The
Elizabeth Rome, she's also was on OG Law and Order for a few seasons.
oh wow. As a cop?
Yep,
Wow. What, did she play other cops? Is that what she got typecast
I
as?
guess. Yeah, that's her
Why?
thing.
She's such a beautiful lady.
I
Why is she a
know. I
cop?
know. I
That's
don't
pretty weird.
know.
She's not Al Pacino. The all right, but so anyway, Doyle has visions of a nightclub, and are his visions like some of them are really specific, some of them are not, and it's just
Yeah,
like you gotta figure. This one's just like nightclub flashes, but other times it's like he'll see like somebody get like beat up like a real person or something.
right. Like I think in the original, like in that episode, Corrupt, that it was supposed to be, it's a brothel, and so like they know what brothel to go to based on his vision.
Wow, is it like that movie The Loft? Wait, yeah, The Loft,
I don't know
right?
what you're talking about.
I think that's with the guy that was in Swim Team. What's that episode called?
Swim
Go
fan?
fish, go
Oh, go
fish.
fish. Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Which
Wentworth
guy?
Miller.
Wentworth Miller? Yeah.
He's in the movie, and like Carl Urban and people. It's like they like have a loft where they fuck they fuck people, they have
I don't
affairs.
think I've ever
But then
seen
there's a
this.
dead woman that ends up there, and they're like, "Who did it?" They don't know who did it.
It's like
I
The
think that's like
Apartment,
a
but a murder
brothel.
mystery.
Um, yeah, but that's not a murder mystery, is it? That turns out
Loft?
like she tries to kill herself.
I had never seen it.
No, I'm talking about The Apartment.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It was a joke. It's like Billy Wilder's The Apartment, but a shitty movie.
Oh, right. The first time I watched The Apartment, I thought it was going to be a murder mystery, but then it's not a murder mystery, which that movie's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, the where were we? Okay, so we go to the nightclub, right? We meet the guy Kevin, we meet a lady Sharon, right? They
Yeah,
hook up with
Kevin.
each
I
other.
recognized Kevin as a man who had a past with Marissa's mom on the OC.
He was on the OC.
Yeah,
Wow. Um, I don't really know what they were. I mean, I think it sort of makes sense because his were they just doing like this guy was like putting on a face to try and hook up with this girl and then like immediate because they really make it seem like he's the bad guy.
he is the bad guy.
Oh, right, it jumps from body to body, so then
Yeah,
she's the bad guy, and then the next guy is the bad guy. But you don't know that at first. So when I saw it, I thought she was the bad guy and
yeah.
she killed
You
him.
think it's like a bait and switch, but
Right. By the way, It Follows is this episode.
I mean that is more of like a supernatural thing where it's attracted to sex or whatever. But
I
yeah,
mean,
I
no,
see
it's
what you
like you have
mean.
sex with somebody that think it's passed on to the next person you have sex with.
I don't
And then it
remember. It's
tries to
been a
follow
while.
you and it tries to kill you until you pass it on to the next person. This one is like you kill them and it or like it kills that one is like there's more like a movie aspect where you try to like run away from it
Yeah,
so they do a better job. But it's basically the same thing. It's just like you're passing on this thing that'll kill you by
it
having sex.
spoons.
That's great. Um, I mean, we'll get to it later on. But anyway, so we meet Kevin, we meet Sharon, and they mentioned something. They mentioned Ken and Barbie. Did you like that?
Yeah, I did. I of course I clocked it because it's so in the zeitgeist right now.
Yeah, I thought that was very cool. And so they leave, right? And I thought it was very cool how it was done. Like Doyle and Cordelia and Angel are looking around and they're like, all right, so let's look around for people. And um they see Kevin and Sharon leave, but like they don't really take note of it or anything.
Hmm.
I thought it was pretty cool how that was done. And so they go and I have a question. Are they at a hotel? Where do they go?
Oh,
A
possibly.
motel, maybe?
I don't think it matters, man.
No, it does matter. It does matter because Angel at one point just busts in
Oh,
somewhere.
you know why? Yeah. I know you're gonna say how was he able to enter
Yes,
because she's dead. So it's like if the owner of a
but the guy
residence.
is in there, and then he
What?
runs off. Right?
So it was probably his house. Okay. And now the demon is in the girl and he's dead. So, like, that lets him enter.
All right. I don't know if that made sense or not, but I
It
didn't even.
does. There's actually a moment where, like, the second he, like, crashes through the door, he's, like, surprised for a second that he was able to get in so easily.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't even think about it until later on when he's like, "Hey, Cordelia, are you gonna let me in?" And I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
He just busted in someplace, and I didn't like. But all right, if you say it makes sense, then it makes sense. So they go and they have sex, and the thing passes on to person, and then the guy shows up and he's like, "Hey." Because they're handing out their business cards, and he thinks it's for like a prostitute. A guy is like, "Is this a prostitution service?" To Cordelia, and then like Angel and Doyle beat up the guys, and they're like, "That can't be what the danger was, really? Those guys?"
Yeah.
And
That might have been a repurposed scene from the prostitution version of the episode.
Mm, that that's possible. Um, or he just like put it in as a little shout out, like we're gonna at least reference it.
Well,
Fuck you
there's a
guys.
few more. I know specifically one episode later on, the cold open is just taken directly from that episode.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Um, but so they do some research about something, I don't know. But we learned something, which I also want to bring up because the girl's name is Heather Nolan. And also in theaters, a Christopher Nolan
Oh my
film.
god.
I thought that was actually pretty cool. But anyway, who was Heather? Was Heather Sharon?
You
Or
know,
Heather's just another girl?
I heard some good things about that Christopher Nolan movie from a young Massachusetts senator named wait one second, John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy. All right.
I don't know. Um, but anyway, so they go back to the bar. They're like, we're going back to see what's up, what's bad's gonna happen. And so they go and Kate's there and oh, this is what happened where she's like she tells him to go to hell. And Sharon is there talking to a guy and they call him a screech guy. Was that like a
Yeah.
reference to Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, they're just saying he's kind of a nerd.
All right. But Angel goes to the bar and he talks to the bartender and he's like, "Hey, we got to talk about Kevin. What
Oh,
happened with
very
Kevin?"
good, very good. But hey, I have something to say about this bartender, and I want to know if any other listeners got this. The second the bartender shows up on screen, I'm like, oh my God, that's Joey Potter's brother-in-law from Dawson's Creek. I got so fucking I popped for him, all right? Because it's a big storyline in the first season of Dawson's Creek that, it's a small town and Joey's sister married a black dude. It was like taboo at the time.
Mhm.
And he's the black dude, Bodie, the black boyfriend.
Wow. Very cool. I thought he was really fun this episode.
He's great. He's really funny later when like his face is falling apart and shit.
Yeah, and he's like trying to find somebody, but they're like, "Ew, you're so gross."
Yeah. So please let me know in the comments. Who out there clocked Bodie, Joey Potter's sister's black boyfriend?
Did they get married?
Yeah, I think they do. He's like around the whole series.
Wow. What show is this again? Oh, Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
Um.
They open a bed and breakfast, and he's the chef.
Wow. That's very cool. How was he a chef beforehand, or he was just like, "I will now be a chef because we have this bed and breakfast"?
I think he was a chef throughout.
All right. So they learn about what the demon is, like the demon that's the sex demon that's being passed around. Yeah. I wrote Piasca. I don't know if that was right at all, but that's what I got. And this was great. I really like this. But wait,
I want to say I like that you found Sharon by looking it up in the phone book. Really took me back to another time.
Yeah, I liked that moment too. I love these moments of just Angel like figuring stuff out on his own. They're very funny.
When he went to the library last week.
Yes, on the computer.
At one point in this episode, he sends Doyle and Cordelia to look something up in the library. I was like, "Oh shit, are we gonna get another library scene?" But they're already out on the library.
I want him to call Willow for like advice at one point. Be like, "Yeah, I need some research advice. You're good at this type of stuff."
I'll tell you right now, Willow is in an episode of Angel.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. Oh my goodness. I hope she hooks up with Cordelia. All right. So this is great. Cordelia, we learned earlier that Doyle likes Cordelia, and they're talking about the sex demon that's going around, and Cordelia's like, "Ew, demons are so disgusting," and Doyle's like, not all of them, right? But I love like they've barely done anything with their relationship, really, but we've gotten like they've laid it down perfectly right in front of us. Like he really
they
likes
have sort of nice chem right away.
Oh, for sure. And the moment where like they fall asleep together on the couch is nice. But I really liked that setup. Well, she hates demons. And how did Angel find out he was a demon again? He just like randomly had turned into a demon?
Who? What?
Angel knows Doyle is a demon. There was a moment in the first episode where Doyle just randomly turned into a demon.
Yeah, he told Angel like, we got this in common. We're both creatures of the night.
Right. Didn't you say this guy was supposed to be Whistler?
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually took me a second to remember his name, like in the episode. I was like, all right, so Angel, I know him. Cordelia, I know her. Whistler. Who is this guy?
There are 3 characters.
I know. I couldn't remember his name. It took me a second. Like someone had to say it. But anyway, so we go to where do we go? Oh, Angel crashes into that place, right? And this Screech guy runs off, and then the cop lady breaks in, Kate, and she thinks that Angel did it. She thinks that Angel just like murdered her. He's just a murderer. And so that's not good, right? That's horrible. And they
Yeah,
go
and
to
then we get to see Angel do a cool thing.
What did he do?
He like jumps out that window and does a little flip.
What? He jumped out a window and did a flip?
Yes.
What the hell? At this part, I'm gonna want to go back and watch
Wait,
this.
maybe it wasn't this part, but he definitely does that. It's in the opening credits, the flip.
Holy shit. I've stopped watching the opening credits of both shows. I don't want to be spoiled on things.
Wait, by the way, last week I just want to let you in on something.
Yeah.
Last week you were like, Buffy's spoiling me in the opening credits. Oz turns into a monkey.
I didn't say that.
You did.
I say he turns into a vampire.
Oh, yeah. No, he's just turning into a werewolf. I saw the moment you were talking about.
Oh, okay. I purposely didn't watch it this week because I was like, I don't want that to be confirmed to me. I don't want to see that again and be like, oh, yep, he's a vampire. So I didn't watch it. I didn't watch either of them. I don't want to see any images of what's coming up.
Okay.
But, all right, it's good to know that. All right, so what happens here? They go to Cordelia's apartment, and it's all gross. She has a lot of stuff on the ground, and including a bra, right?
Yeah, which Doyle takes note of.
Yeah. And Angel's like, hey, I gotta be invited. And I was like, what? Then what happened just now? But anyway, they mentioned the guy Talamore, the burrower. That's pretty cool. Talamore.
Yeah, and Cordelia thinks he's a donkey because she gets burrower confused with burrow.
Yeah, classic Cordelia. And but then Doyle and Cordelia fall asleep on the couch doing research.
Very sweet.
Yeah, that was nice.
I like that even Angel's like, you fucking live here? That's hilarious.
Yeah. What does Doyle do? What does Angel do?
What are you talking about?
Do they have jobs? I guess they started this business.
Angel Investigations, sir.
Yeah, but they haven't made any money yet, have they?
No, I guess not. But they've given out some cards. Maybe
have we seen where Doyle
start coming in? No, but I think we will.
Okay. All right, I have a question. So Kate goes back to the bar, right? And the bartender's there, and he's like, hey, he like tricks her. He says like, there's a person out here waiting for you. But then the bartender is bad. Bartender bangs her on the head. So I think that's fun. The bartender got some action, right? He had to get some action in order to get the thing.
Yeah, at some point the demon was a hot Asian lady. So I assume he fucked her.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
We see very briefly like an Asian lady who's possessed by the demon. There's like a long montage of them looking for the demon, and like you see the couple times the demon transfer into somebody new.
So he had sex with the Asian woman?
Yeah. And by the way, during that montage, an incredible song, Logan.
What?
Touched by the band Vast. They were like a sort of a techno band at the time, and they were Vast stood for Visual Audio Sensory Theater. All right, very cool. And that song, that was a fucking banger and a half, dude. That should be the outro of the episode.
We'll see. I don't know. We got a good one planned.
Please just play it at some point, because holy shit, that thing got me pumped. Like the second it started playing, I was like, I forgot this song existed, and I'm gonna listen to it every day for the rest of my life.
Can I tell you what I've listened to every day since I've heard it?
What?
Matchbox 20's Push by Ryan Gosling.
His version?
I've listened to it every day, every single day.
Not the best cover I heard this week. That goes to Single Ladies by Liza Minnelli.
Oh, stop it. All right, but this was weird, right? So the bartender bangs Kate on the head, and then he starts trying to put the demon in her. Did they have sex?
No,
this is a sex demon. They say
I think he was gonna rape her.
Was that what was gonna happen, or was it pre-rape? Because everything happens like they have sex, then they cuddle afterward, then it happens.
Yeah,
and this one he was already being inserted.
Yeah, he's expediting the process.
So they didn't have sex?
I don't think yet, but I think that was the plan. But yeah, you do
But
see
the
the
thing's
demon
coming
coming out.
out.
Yeah, I know. It looks like a vagina in his chest.
Huh. But it's how? Doesn't like a weird worm come out?
Yeah, but like the shape of the hole that the worm comes out of. It's very
So it's like a
vaginal.
penis and a vagina at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's a hermaphrodite. Is that what it's
Yeah.
called?
Hermaphroditic demon.
Pretty cool. The All right, so they don't have sex. That's good. The angel, something crazy. He has a grappling hook.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Just for this joke.
Okay. So it's just a little joke.
Yeah.
But so they kill that bartender guy, they go off, and Angel and Kate, they're like, "Hey, thanks for saving my life. You did a great job." They like exchange cards or whatever. So she'll be back.
Yeah. She's a recurring character.
Yeah, I like her. Kate.
We're building out the recurring cast. We met Lindsay in the first one. Now here's Kate.
Who
There's
was
only
Lindsay
three
again?
regulars. He was the lawyer guy.
Oh
There's
yeah.
only three regulars, but there's a big cast of recurrers.
Right. We've met way more new Buffy characters through 2 episodes than we have Angel characters, though.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
We've met like
I'm
10
okay.
new Buffy characters.
I'm very okay with that, though. It's the first 2 episodes of Angel. We really should be like hunkering down and getting to know our main cast.
Yeah, and Buffy is on an active school campus. Angel is like in the dark streets of LA, like off to himself and he's a vampire at night. So it makes sense.
He wants to just stay in his fucking apartment and stare in the darkness.
But I had a question about that. He seemed at the end, he was like, "Hey guys, let's go out," but then they turned him down. Why was that? Was he just? Did he not really want to go out?
Yeah, he didn't really. He was just sort of like doing it for them, and they understood that. So they were like, "No, we'll let you do it. What you really want to be doing, which is just brood."
Yeah. Is he ever gonna go out? I hope so.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Sweet. And all right, but that's where it ends, I guess. He's sitting in the dark.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I'll give it 3 stars.
Me too.
I think I liked it more than last week though.
Do you? I'm gonna put last week ahead of this one in the rankings.
That was a fun sex thing. I liked the bartender at the end of the episode, the whole everything with him. I liked that everyone was like, "Ew, you're so gross."
It's a good episode, especially considering they banged it out in 2 days.
Yeah, I liked the everything with Cordelia and Doyle.
Mm-hmm.
Like that stuff.
Who's your MVP?
Or Doyle, yeah. My MVP is gonna be Kate.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too.
Really liked her. Excited for more.
Mm-hmm. Who's your LVP?
I wrote Screech and I wrote Kevin.
Well, I like Kevin because he's in the OC, so I'll go with Screech.
Yeah. All right. Me too. That everyone else was fine. I like Sharon. Thought she was cool.
Yeah, I kind of liked her too. I looked up the actress to see if I'd seen her in anything else, and I had, but like nothing that I could pinpoint.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to our questions. All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna read next week's. All right. Because this is a lot of stuff. I don't want to read all the notes and then also have to read all the fucking questions every week. So starting next week, Daniel is reading the questions, guys. So make them extra long. All right. Joshua Cole says, "I personally love this season." Which one are you talking about?
He's talking about season 4 of Buffy.
Okay. Oh, he says this show changes a bit in 4. I could have just read the next sentence. It becomes much more of an ensemble with the whole cast getting much more to do, specifically Willow. That's interesting. This is me now talking, not Joshua. Willow hasn't done anything really through 2 episodes. Now she's gonna be a roommate.
But now exactly. But she lives with the title character now.
I feel like she's been the most underserved of everybody, kind of so far. Do you think? We've had like, a lot of Xander, a lot of Giles, a lot of Oz.
Yeah, that's true. Even a lot of Oz. Well, yeah, that's true. But I do know what he's talking about. There's a lot of Willow going forward.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Anya?
Do you want me to tell you?
Am I gonna find out where she's been?
We're gonna see her next week.
Okay, sweet. Okay, that's fine. All right, he says it becomes much. Oh yeah, I already said that part. Season 4 isn't remembered fondly. Is that true?
It's a bit divisive.
Divisive, if you're in England or the UK. He says the main A plot is weak, but it
I
has some of the
disagree.
best standalone episodes of the whole series.
I
It
agree.
is the only season that they knew they were renewed for a follow. Really? So
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
just been going by the seat of their pants or whatever they
Yeah,
say.
Buffy was never like a mainstream hit. It was like a cult hit. And so they'd have to like wait every season to find out whether they were coming back. So every season, like you look at Becoming and Graduation Day, those episodes, or Prophecy Girl, those episodes work as either season finales or series finales. And that's sort of how they were planning out. Whereas after season 3, they received a 2-season renewal by the WB. And so, yeah, they knew they had some space to work with.
That's awesome. The finale of Buffy, the series finale, should be there's a cult that she's following, and then it turns out that it's just the fan base of Buffy, the Vampire
Wow, what
Slayer.
a meta ending. It's like The Hills.
But what happens there?
On The Hills?
Yeah.
The last shot of The Hills is like the camera like zooms out and you see like the production crew.
What? Why is
Yeah.
that the end of the show? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Joshua says, so 4 and 5 have a lot of connective tissue with some foreshadowing and some build up to other plot points in 5. Knowing they had the wiggle room, I think they took some risks and it paid off in a lot of ways. Even if the main story isn't the best, the character development that comes out of 4 is essential and builds the base of the rest of the series. Logan is in for a treat. Well, I can't wait. I didn't know any of that about that the show wasn't renewed for more than one season. So that's cool.
All that's very astute, by the way. Cole knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's good. What if the season this I don't want the season to end on a cliffhanger though. Like Negan shows up and he like
It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that, but it does have like it doesn't stick to the same season ending formula that we've seen so far.
What does that mean though? They've all ended different ways. Like season 3 ended.
I just mean that like the last
two
2 seasons have ended with like a big two-parter with like a bunch of action that like resolves the season stories. That's not totally how season 4 goes.
All right. That season 2 ending. That's some good stuff right there.
Sure is.
All right, Michael Graff. I'm sure that's what's on his birth certificate, probably. He says, Buffy, in general, for me, when a cast of high schools show. Wait, I'm sorry. In general, for me, when a cast of high school show graduates. Wait, is it graduates or graduates? He's trying to say there.
When a cast of a high school show graduates.
Wait,
He's saying like when a show that takes place in high school goes to college, it loses something.
Okay, the show is never the same. But after 4, is that 4.2?
Season 4, episode 2. What, you don't know how you talk about television?
No, I thought people would say like S04E2. I've seen that before.
No, 4.2, baby.
All right, I'm sorry. I have no worries. The gang is all there. The show still has the same feel. So he's somebody that's never seen this one before. He's one of those people. Very cool. The show is still the same feel. I'm so good. Let me know, Michael Graff, if you liked it better when we were doing 2 or 1. If you're feeling like it's dragging now that it's going 1 at a time. He says, I'm so glad roommate Kathy is not a long-term cast member. Couldn't stand her. Oh, come on. I liked her. Well, I guess the character probably, not the actor. Yeah. He says in episode 1, when Buffy was lost at school, that was 100%. Wait, that was 100% was me oh no, that's so sad for a whole month for his whole first month at Pitt. I'm sorry. I read ahead. That's so sad. Was that you too, Daniel? I'm sure that was you for all your years.
Oh my God, dude. I got friends eventually at Hunter, but I was a bummer the first couple of weeks. Like I would just sit in the student lounge by myself, listening to like CDs on my Discman, like bumming hard. I remember like the first week of college, like going to Times Square by myself and buying the new Green Day album, which was American Idiot, and then going back to school and listening to it just alone. Yeah. Oh, then I made some friends. I met that girl that fucked the teacher. So
Right, right. I'm sure
Yeah.
that was fun for a while. He
Yeah.
says, this show is reminding me of my college years right now as I graduated in 98. That's the year I was born, Michael Graff. That's pretty
Oh
cool.
my God.
He says, and I'm really loving it. Also, I'm surprised that Logan didn't compare the big battle in the season 3 finale to the episode of 13 Reasons Why when the entire student body started battling the police. Mikey
Yeah, how
Graff,
about
I would
that?
never do that. I would never do that.
That
Ever.
doesn't sound like you.
No, never. All right. And then he says, Angel. To be honest, I wasn't overly excited to start watching this show. Angel just seemed like he was mostly moping and whining in season 3 of Buffy. I kind of agree. I kind of agree.
Mhm.
They didn't really know what to do with him in season 3.
Yeah.
They had like cool characters like Anya to play with. He says, but he is so badass in Angel. I'm really loving this show so far. It wasn't what I expected. It really is Yeah, it is like Batman. He had the grappling hook and everything. I hope that was that what they were going for, probably.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope that detective sticks around and is like Angel's Commissioner Gordon. He's talking about Kate. Kate there.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good read.
Does that okay? Who is his going to be his Alfred?
That's Doyle.
Yeah, it is kind of Doyle, I guess. Yeah. He says, but my question is, so are all those murders going to be blamed on that bartender? Like this guy's
I
mom is going to think that she raised a serial killer? I
I
think
thought
so.
about this. I never thought about it before, but watching the episode last night, yeah, that he's the last one. Like they kill him and it's like this guy's the killer, right? So
Yeah.
all of the murders, the entire episode are going to be attributed to him.
Yeah.
I feel terrible about that because when we saw him as a normal bartender, he seemed like a good guy.
This isn't the Hellmouth where like basically everybody's aware there are monsters. Here they just think the guy's a serial killer, probably.
Yeah.
I think that you're right about that. That's a great call. Um, great job. By the way, guys, I would like to know what you think was better every single week.
Yeah. Let
I
us
think
know.
Buffy was better this week.
I agree. We disagree with IMDb.
Yeah, we disagree with them, those losers. Josh Merlis says Buffy. Logan got what he wanted. Buffy and Austin. This episode, I kept asking myself, "What am I watching? What are you talking about? Elaborate on that. What are you talking about? You didn't like this episode?" That's funny though that I got the scene I wanted, but it wasn't what I wanted. Josh, he says another comment. He says, "Angel loved the parasite trying to pick people up in that dilapidated body. Great bit with the grappling hook. I hope that Kate sticks around for a while." Me too. I agree on all accounts.
Yep.
Yep. And Angelica Joyce says she didn't have any comments on Angel. She not an Angel fan.
I'm not sure. Let us know.
Huh. Should I refresh my page? That seems weird.
Just read the thing. Come on.
I'm gonna refresh. That seems weird. She only commented on one of them. All right. She only commented on one of them. She says, Buffy. Man, Kathy is the worst, but the actress is so good at being such a bad roommate. The toenails were such a great touch. Sarah really
Sarah.
Sarah really has such a wonderful acting range. She could be sweet Buffy one second and then sinister Slayer the next. Love her a lot. Yeah,
She
she
is
was absolutely
great, man.
incredible.
Like the way like you feel for Buffy when she like cries, but then she could also do like wacky bullshit like this. Like she's quite
But
an
also the
actor.
sinister side too. Like when
No.
she comes in and she's like serious business. I agree.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Um, I yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Great comments this week. Keep them
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. Seriously, make them extra long for Daniel next week.
Fuck off. All right. You want to know what's coming next week, Logan?
Yes.
All right. We've got a Buffy episode called The Harsh Light of Day.
No, wait, that's Buffy?
Yes.
The harsh light of day. I'm gonna guess they all the harsh light. I don't know. That's such a weird title. There's a
Yeah.
UFO with this guy.
And you already know we're going to see Anya, and we might see a few other old friends next week.
Oh yeah. Wait, what's Anya's powers again?
She doesn't have any anymore, but she was a vengeance demon.
Yeah, she doesn't have any. So where did she go? I forgot where
She
she
ran
went.
away from the fucking ascension.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any powers. Where'd she go? She just like moved
What?
towns? Where'd she go?
Yeah, she got in a car and drove.
All right. Oh yeah, she was asking Xander to go with her.
Yeah. All right. And
Why didn't he? Come on.
yeah. All right. And the Angel episode is called "In the Dark."
Ooh, I'm gonna
Now
guess this one is just a one stationary shot on Angel for 44 minutes.
Well, I
In the
just want to
dark.
say the harsh light of day and in the dark. It would seem to be somewhat linked, huh?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say if you liked that phone call in the
Mhm.
pilot episode of Angel, you're gonna love next week.